Hello everybody, Justine from Whitsundays Pilates here, and I'm bringing you another lower body mobility session. So same format as our other Heavenly Bodies workouts. It's going to be 20 minutes, 20 exercises, 60 seconds per exercise, and we're just going to go straight through it. I'll talk you through each exercise as they come up, and we'll just do this together. The time's going to fly. You're going to feel great in your hips, your lower back, everything once you finish this workout with me. If you're ready, then let's crack on. Alright, so starting in an all fours position, going to do some spinal segmentation. So start curling the tailbone up to the belly button, and then lift your lower back to the ceiling, the middle, upper back, forehead coming into the chest. And now just release the tailbone. Allow the lower back to start sinking, middle, upper back, gently looking forwards, full extension. And now hold this position. Start tucking the tailbone under, full posterior tilt, lower back raising up, middle, upper, forehead in. Hold this position, tailbone releasing out. Sink down through that lower back, middle, upper back to gently look forward. Let's get one more in. Tilt that pelvis up, lower back rising up, middle, upper back. Beautiful. And gently release that. Come down onto your forearms. Just focusing on the pelvis now. Let's come into full posterior tilt with the pelvis, so bringing your tailbone up to your belly button. And then come into anterior, really sticking the sit bones out behind you. Keep the abs pulled in. Flow back through posterior tilt. Try to keep your lower back out of it. Just focus on what that pelvis can do. What's your range of movement? Coming through and back. Don't worry, no one's watching. You can really go for it. Really tuck under and stick back. Keep the abs pulled in, supporting that spine. Awesome. Back up into an all fours position. And we're going to curl the whole body up in our cat position. And then as we come into the cow, we're going to slide our right arm under for an arm thread. Look up at the ceiling. Inhale to raise up. Start coming into our cat. And as we flex down, the left arm reaches through. Look up towards the ceiling. Coming back up, lift, lift, lift. Really curl the body in. And then sliding the hand through for that arm thread. And again, curl, curl, curl. Lift. And slide. Back up. Really pull. Last one. Thread over to the side. Awesome. Now we're going to come up into a 90-90 position. So you want to have 90 degrees coming from the front leg, in between the hammy and the calf, and then in between the hammy and the calf and the back leg. Awesome. Sit up nice and tall. Find a little bit of that anterior pelvic tilt, so sticking out to the back. And then we're just going to fold our arms over and just start leaning forward and back up. Keep both your knees pinned down. We're just using our hip to control us up and down. Probably looks a little bit aggressive with my with my arms closed. Maybe I should do the prayer instead. A little bit more gentle. Last few seconds. Awesome. And now you're going to hold forward in your lean. Pin this front knee down. We're coming into knee openers of the back leg. So just that back knee opening up. Keep everything in the front nice and still. Pin the front knee down, just open that back knee up. Maintain strong position. Keep pulling up. Abs pulled in. You want to feel like you've got a nice straight spine, a little bit of that anterior pelvic tilt. Don't start to round through the lower back and tuck under. Stay nice and strong. Driving that knee up and down. No one said that mobility was easy. Keep pushing. Lift, lift, lift. Last couple of seconds. Awesome. Pop your hands down. Bring that leg out. Going to come into a nice straddle now. Again, find the anterior tilt of the pelvis. Sitting up nice and tall. Fold the hands on top of the elbows. Flex the feet. Rotate inner thigh to sky. And let's lean forward. Coming into rainbows. So we rainbow over to the right leg. Come up the leg. Back down the right leg. Rainbow. Really reach forward. Keep the bum sticking out. Over to the left. Up. Down. Stick your sit bones out as you lean that chest forward. Up. Down. Lean. So you've got like an opposite force going on in your body. You've got the sit bones sticking out behind you. And then you've got your chest reaching forward. Just coming into 90-90s on the other side now. Awesome. So you want to set yourself up in that nice 90-90 position. Beautiful. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Sweet. Find that anterior tilt with the pelvis. Feel free to give yourself a little lift to find it. And then we're going to prayer. Position with the hands. Just start to use the hips to lean forward and back up. Both knees are pinned into the ground. And we're using our hips to control this movement. Relaxed in the shoulders. All in the hips. Keep that nice strong anterior tilt. Sitting up straight, lifting out of the hips. Keep going forwards and back. Almost there. Then we're going to come into our knee openers. So here we go, leaning forward, pin this front knee down, and then we're just opening up that back knee. Little lift. Nothing moves here. Keep that nice strong anterior tilt of the pelvis. Don't let yourself start to tuck your bum under. Stay strong. Keep the shoulders directly above that front knee. Don't rotate round. Lift, lift, lift. What do you got? Make sure you haven't started to tuck that bum under. Use the hips. Keep pulling. I know this one sucks a little bit. It's so good for the tissue. Keep pulling. Then we're going to be coming into a forward fold position. So it'll be legs together out the front. So just prepare for that switch. Here we go. So bringing those legs out in front of us. I'll just turn around. Again, anterior tilt with the pelvis. We're going to lean the chest forward as we stick the sit bones out. Awesome. Hands just on the legs. And now we're going to start to reach one arm back, eyes following the fingertips, and forward. Exhale to reach back with the other arm. Inhale forward. Reach, reach, reach. Every time you come back forward, you reach a little bit further down your leg. Keep reaching. Sticking those sit bones out, maintaining that anterior tilt of the pelvis. Chest reaching forward and back and forwards. Back. Coming up into a kneeling position after this, so get ready for the switch. Here we go. Coming on up, we're going to pop our right leg out to the side, then this left foot comes into the midline, and we're going to do some Foxtail Hip Drives. So bum hinges back over the top of that heel and use the hips, drive up, hinge back. It's like your hips are pulling the rest of your body back, and then you drive up. Hinge, 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 and drive. Hinging back, driving up. Keep that chest high. Really just sink into the glutes. And then drive. See what you've got. See what range of movement you've got. Nice straight back. Shoulders are relaxed. Pulling back. Driving forward. Awesome. Let's bring this right leg now out to about a 45-degree angle. Just come back slightly. And we're going to come into our 45-degree lunges. Keep the hips facing forward, shoulders facing forward. And we're just going to lunge down. So you can even have your arms as a reference if you like, because that keeps you streamlined towards the front of your mat. And then it's just this bum cheek that's driving down towards the back of the ankle. Drive, 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 and up. Pushing through, keep your abs pulled in to support your spine always. Scooping. Little squeeze between those shoulder blades. Might as well use this as an opportunity to work on our posture. Nice, relax through the chest. Okay, we're going to lunge all the way down. Both the hands come down on the inside of your foot. And this left hand now, drive the elbow up and reach. Really lift your rib cage up to follow your hand. Inhale, fold the hand in, tap down, drive back up. Drive and reach. Fold and tap. This right arm is pushing against the inside of my right leg to help me get more rotation. Fold, tap, drive, reach, fold, tap. Eyes following the fingertips. Keep coming, driving through. No tension in the neck at all. Keep pushing. And then we're going to be into our foxtail on the other side. Awesome. So come back up, bring this leg in. Now we'll pop our left leg out to the side, and then we bring the right foot into midline here. Beautiful. Using those hips, you can have your hands just in front of you. Let the hip pull you back. Pull, 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 and drive up. Pulling back, driving up. All in those hips. Just enjoy this range of movement here. Dragging your body back behind you. Pushing up through. Nice. Just a few more seconds, then we'll come into our 45-degree lunges. Awesome. So we'll straighten out this leg. Bring our left leg now out to a 45-degree angle. Awesome. You can pop your hands in by your side of your waist. Keep the shoulders forward, hips forward, but then we bring the left bum cheek down to the back of the heel. Lunging down, drive back up. Lunge and drive. Shoulders down and back. No tension in the neck. We're just pushing that bum cheek down towards the back of the heel. Really drive down. And then push back up through your heel as you come up. Drive down, push up. You got this. Last few seconds. Then we're going to pop our hands down for those windmills. Here we go. Hands coming down on the inside of that leg. And now the right arm, we're going to drive the elbow up and reach. Hand folds in, taps down. And then we're going to drive up and reach. Fold in and tap. Just going to move backwards slightly. Drive and reach. Fold, tap. So now my left arm is pushing against the inside of my left leg in order to create more space in those hips. Nice and relaxed in the neck. Eyes just gently following the fingertips. Reach up, rotate back, fold, tap down. Keep the weight in that front heel, not the front wrist. Beautiful. Okay, coming into all fours, and we're going to get into some hip cars. So controlled articular rotations. Nice all fours position. Pick up your right leg. Start driving the knee up to the chest. And then open up to the side. Lift, lift, lift. Scoop around the back. And now let the knee tap down behind your other leg. Tap it down. Drive on up. All the way around to the chest. And through for a little donkey kick. Once again, let's drive that knee up to the chest. Open up high. Scoop around. Knee coming down behind the other leg. Last one, all the way around. Underneath the chest. Through for that donkey kick. Beautiful. Keep this right leg lifted and just pop the toes over to the left hand side of the body. And then let your left hip drop down, driving up, bring the knee in, back over, toes, hip. So I'll just show you that from the front. So you're picking up your right leg, pop it over to the left hand side of the body, and then allow the hips to drop down, drive back up, tap the right knee down, over, drop, up. Beautiful. Show you from this side as well. So we lift, toes, drop, up. Keep coming. Last few seconds. Then we're going to do our hip cars on the other side. Drop, up. Okay. So coming into these hip cars on our left hand side now. Chest is lifted, abs are lifted. Drive that knee up to the chest, open up high, scoop around the back, nothing from hip to head moves, tap down, drive back up, really lift, 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 all the way underneath the armpit to the chest, through for a little donkey kick, abs pulled in. Once again, drive that knee up to the chest, lifting up to the side, scoop around, knee dropping down behind the other leg. Drive it up. What range of movement can you find? All the way around to the chest. Through for your little donkey. Beautiful. Last one. Drive it up. Out. Scoop around. Tap it down. Back up. All the way around. Little donkey. And now we'll come into our hip drop. So bringing the left toe over to the right hand side of the body. Let the right hip drop down. Drive back up. Knee taps down again. Toes, hip drops. Knee, toes, drop the hip. Knee, toes, drop that hip. Keep coming through. Nice and dynamic. Let that hip drop down. Push it back up. Chest is lifted. Keep the weight in that supporting leg. No tension in the upper body at all. Last 10 seconds. And then we're going to come into a yogi squat for our final move. Awesome. Okay. So, hands come forward. Push yourself back into your yogi squat. feet out to about 45 degrees, bum down, knees out. And now we're going to reach for the back of our heels, coming into Yogi squat straighten. So head comes down, bum comes up, legs straighten. Then the bum comes down, the chest comes back up, and then we go again. Head down, bum up, bum down, head up. Keep flowing through. Beautiful. Almost there. Last exercise. Hopefully you're all feeling a little bit more limber in those hips, the lower back, the glutes. Woo! You! Awesome! So that's another of our lower body mobility sessions finished. So now you can go and crack on with either your lower body workout, like a booty workout, or if you were using that as a cool down, then you're done. Or this is also a really great workout to do on your days off. Okay, thanks for joining me, guys. If you liked the video, please like the video. If you would like to see more of my content, then please subscribe to my channel. Awesome. Have a great day, guys. See ya.